UFO phenomena, UAP, aliens or hoax?
What if everything you believe about aliens is a house of cards about to collapse? Mysterious lights, cattle mutilations, chilling abductions, conspiracies that sound like something out of a Hollywood movie. But what if I told you that science, logic, and a little common sense could shatter this myth into 1,000 pieces? Let's reflect on the truth behind this tale.
The brilliant minds that illuminate the mystery.
The UFO phenomenon has interested geniuses who have tried to decipher this enigma. Carl Jung said, "They are not ships, they are mirrors of our mind, archetypes that emerge when the world goes crazy." Jacques Vallée drops the bomb. What if they come from another dimension, not Mars? And then there's astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who with his Galileo project is looking for real evidence. Neurophysiologist Jacobo Grinberg suggested that they could be illusions generated by the brain in altered states. Theoretical physicist Jack Sarfati proposes not only that he has confirmation of UFOs, but that he links them to advanced quantum physics. For former Jesuit Salvador Freixedo, they were manifestations of non-human intelligences that have always manipulated humanity, like gods or demons in disguise. Researcher Jose Antonio Caravaca presented his distortion theory, in which UFOs are not physical events, but rather perceptual experiences co-created by the mind of the witness and an unknown external agent. Miguel Pedrero, a mystery journalist, has no doubt about the interweaving of the phenomenon with consciousness and the paranormal. There are those who, without denying the phenomenon, see it as purely human, like psychiatrist Nestor Berlanda, who believes that the mind's hallucinations combined with cultural suggestion. He sums it up this way: abductions, sleep paralysis, and too much television. And let's not forget Manuel Carballel, a mystery detective who has caught more than one cheater red-handed.
The kings of the story.
But be careful, because not all ufologists play fair. Jamie Mawson, the king of sensationalism, sold us alien mummies that were a complete fake. Stephen Greer promises cosmic secrets, but his expensive seminars smell more like business than truth. Juan José Benitez, author of the Trojan Horse Saga, mixes UFOs with spirituality and sells millions. But his support for the UMO fraud, even though he was already aware of the deception, puts him in the dock. His courtship of Augusto Pinochet to obtain information on the Cabo Valdez case, while the dictator was throwing dissidents alive into the ocean from planes and helicopters, was also immoral.
Fallacies and viral hoaxes.
There are many fallacies that undermine the alien myth. Examples: the idea that the microchip, the laser, or fiber optics came from a spacecraft in Roswell, when in reality the microchip was developed by two brainiacs in Texas and Intel. About the laser, ask Einstein and Theodore H. Maiman which ET they stole it from. The same is true of fiber optics, which took more than 20 years to develop. Or that UFOs perform impossible maneuvers, but no one has the data, only stories. And a big fallacy: if they are so advanced, why is the cosmos quieter than a cemetery? Whatever the case, travel between stars requires colossal amounts of energy, but UFOs leave no traces, no detectable radiation, no fuel trails, no gravitational waves, and no trace of their power sources. Programs like Ancient Aliens claim that the pyramids of Giza, Chichen Itza, or the Nazca lines couldn't have been human work, they needed extraterrestrials. This idea underestimates human intelligence and smacks of Eurocentric bias. All over the world, there are cave paintings that some self-servingly call prehistoric astronauts. We project our modern obsession with space onto drawings that are thousands of years old and have an unknown context. Ufologists cite sacred texts as evidence of ancient UFOs. But these texts are religious poetry, not historical chronicles. Twisting sacred scriptures to fit ufology is a baseless leap. Stonehenge, the Easter Island statues, how did they make them without aliens? Easy, human ingenuity. There's no evidence of alien laser beams in any quarry. If aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands or millions of years, they should have left something behind: tools, spacecraft parts, cosmic junk. Not a single alien screw, not a single strange circuit. If they're here, they're the cleanest tourists in the universe.
Abductions.
Stories of people taken by grace to their ships for biological experiments are chilling, but science has an explanation: sleep paralysis. This phenomenon, studied by neuroscientists like Dr. Kevin Nelson, occurs upon awakening, with the body immobile and the mind creating vivid hallucinations to justify the paralysis. The implants some claim to have found have been analyzed as fragments of Earth or imagination. Abductions change with culture. In the 1950s, they were friendly Venusians. Today, they're cold gray. Reality or Hollywood echo? Many people remember details of UFOs after regressive hypnosis sessions, but hypnosis is a thorny terrain. Psychologists like Elizabeth Loftus have shown that it can implant false memories. A suggestive therapist can make you remember an alien you never saw. Without physical evidence, these memories are like quicksand.
More sociology.
A high-profile sighting triggers a wave of similar reports. Why? Social psychology. People get caught up in the excitement and start seeing things. It's like when a rumor goes viral, you don't need an actual UFO, just a spark. I saw it with my own eyes sounds convincing, but our senses lie to us. Optical illusions like the Fata Morgana effect or the movement of stars mistaken for spaceships are common. The brain fills in the blanks with what it expects to see, especially if you're already predisposed by stories, movies, or tales.
The global conspiracy.
Area 51 is the cornerstone of the myth that governments hide aliens. But there are no verifiable leaks. Imagine coordinating thousands of people in dozens of countries, even enemy nations, for decades, without a single solid document or alien body in a display case. The declassified files contain conventional explanations.
The big business.
Ufology is a multi-million-dollar industry: books, documentaries, podcasts, television, radio, film, conferences, merchandising. When money depends on mystery, truth becomes a hindrance. It's a cycle of more stories, more sales, and more hype.
Double agents.
Every now and then, a former whistleblower, like Bob Lazar, emerges, claiming to have worked with non-human craft at secret bases. But his stories are unsubstantiated: no documents, no corroborated witnesses, no physical evidence. It's said that aliens have underwater bases, but sonars and expeditions have found nothing: no structures, no ruins, no technology. This is a baseless idea, fueled by the inaccessibility and the limited knowledge we have of the seabed. Some contactees say the aliens use telepathy, others, that they speak English or make gestures. The accounts say they come to save us or warn us about wars and environmental issues. But where's the action? They haven't stopped climate change, World War II, medieval massacres, atomic bombs, or anything.
Their noble intentions are empty words, not deeds.
Fallacies of the phenomenon. There are thousands of fallacies, some bizarre, like the UFO that landed to ask for directions.
These stories don't stand up to an assault of logic. Inconsistencies that will make you laugh. The contradictions are even crazier.
If UFOs are otherworldly technology, why do they crash like old cars? Rookie pilots without an astronavigation license? And abductions? Have they really been messing with us for decades without learning anything new? Another absurdity, they're invisible, but they come with flashing lights like a Christmas tree. Do they want us to see them or not? And the peace messages they give to farmers, why don't they land at the UN? It's as if they came from another galaxy for rural tourism.
Don't you think something's not right? Hypotheses that will blow your mind.
So what's going on? Here are 5 theories to help you draw your own conclusions. Human errors. Our brain sees aliens in shadows and sleep paralysis. Natural phenomena, ball lightning or atmospheric mirages. Secret technology, military drones or rare aircraft. Roswell. It was a spy balloon, not an ET craft. Classic aliens, spaceships from other planets? Sounds great, but without proof, it's just pure cinema. Time travelers, humans from the future? It would explain why they're watching us without interfering, or not. Jack Sarfati said he was told they came from the future and that he, Jack, was the one who created them.
Conclusion.
In the end, the UFO phenomenon is a puzzle with no clear pieces. There are no clear photos or videos, no remains in a museum, only testimonies in which the witness is the key piece. Science says, without evidence, there's no case. But our imagination screams, they exist. Just like so many other beliefs. It obsesses us because the universe is vast and mysterious because it's unknown, and the idea of being alone or without answers is dizzying. But on the greatest and most powerful mystery, we all agree, whether geniuses or mere mortals, the brain. We cannot ignore the power of the mind in this matter of Martians, or in any other human sphere.
The answer is in the mind.
Namaste.